In my last video, I was just testing the waters with my first Chibi anime art, which turned out like this. In this video, I'm going back in to fix every one of them for my next Chibi anime girl. Someone actually commented that my anime art is AI made. Honestly, I was kinda confused at first, but then I was like, hey, maybe my art's getting less messy. But yeah, it's all hand-drawn by me, and with all possible mistakes, just like any beginner. This journey's 100% human, I promise. Alright, for my Chibi anime from my previous video, I followed the full process. Line art, base colors, shading, all of it. But somehow it still looks flat and lifeless. No depth, no pop, just feels kind of dull and unfinished. Logically, today we're gonna fix all the mistakes from part 1. We'll take it step by step and follow the basic art rules properly. Let's see how much better it can get. I followed many tutorials on how to line art, how to base color, shade, render, highlights, etc., etc. Yes, I did it all, yet it isn't popping out the clarity like I see how artists do it. This might sound kind of random, but I had this funny realization the other day. I was doing my makeup, got the eyeshadow just right, and then I went and put powder over it. Ugh, totally messed it up. I've been doing the exact same thing in my art, literally messing up the layers. So today I wanted to do something a little different. Learn to draw anime art following some rules. Plus, I'm going to show you my first full anime drawing that I finally finished after messing around for way too long. Now that I realized I was probably mixing up the order of the layers like I did my makeup. Let's fix that. The correct order for layering in the software is line art, shading, base colors, and highlights on top. This order is for how the layers are stacked in the tool, but don't get it mixed up. In theory, when you're drawing, the usual process is we do line art first, then base colors, then shading and highlights at the end. On the tool, make sure you arrange layers according to this. First, I started with the line art. That's the outline of the head. Here my favorite simplified Loomis method of angling my Chibi girl's head. You can also draw a rounded square for this head. And this curve goes here, as her head is slightly bent and turned to the left. Okay, let's give her a huge retro bun hair. You know how Chibi characters are. The proportions are ultra cute with big head, cute jawlines, and small body structures. Usually Chibi's head is about half of the body size. I hope I got it right here. Here come the eyes, slightly angled. You know, stylized anime eyes with rounded, darker, thicker lashes on top to make them pop out with life. The best tip I've ever gotten so far is to draw the hair in separate layer. Yes, even the line art of hair. This gives us a lot of flexibility and independence to experiment hair as separate entity. You can see, I forgot to do that initially. It's okay, I just copied it to separate layer. Then I added the base colors, basically filling in the shapes with flat colors. I tried multiple ways to do it. I liked using lasso tool, less mess. Next, the shading part. Let's do the hair shading first. Add a multiply layer and just draw the dark curvy triangles where you think light cannot reach. Don't make it spread too uniformly, kinda random. You see, just guessing here. But remember, the lesser, the better. They give the drawing depth and dimension. This is where you start to see the hair feel more three-dimensional instead of flat. Finally, the highlight had the most lighter parts of the hair or eyes, where the light hits directly. I used a round brush for this and erased the edges. Then I drew a few lines of the base-colored hair over the highlights, which makes the hair shine look a lot more natural. Just add some strands in the end, wherever you think feels natural, some lighter colors and some dark. Lastly, a few airbrush strokes on the area, where hair meets the face, with orangish skin tint airbrush strokes, to create that transparency. Now I made her bald. I mean, I hid the hair layer. Let's work on the rest of the chibi. Apply light strokes of airbrush on the cheeks and under the eyes. Coloring the eyes. How about a blue-toned iris? And slightly highlight the bottom with a subtle greenish-yellow tone. How's it? I can decorate eyes forever, but let's just move on before I get too carried away. I can't wait to put the hair on her to see the final outcome. Adding a few more shadows on her hair, blending them a little. Okay, Let's do the shadows for the clothes. Sometimes I look at real pics of how shadows fall and take those as reference. I'm doing the same here. Trying different patterns of shadows. Somehow I wasn't settling on blue jeans, tried all hues. Did you notice I forgot to draw ears? Also, I can add a few more strands of hair on the right side. Just draw two-way pointed shadows and some lines to depict the folds. Then use these lighter shades to show where the light reflects the most. Finally, darken the eyebrows and lashes one more time. Trust me, you won't regret it. So yeah, it took me like 12 hours to actually learn and use all those layering tricks and finally finish my first anime piece. It was honestly exhausting, but so rewarding. Oh, by the way, what art tip changed your art? Comment below and let me know. Mine is finding out how important it is to take the layers seriously and fix the blurriness. Also, let me know in the comments if you're that girl who puts the liner on first before the powder.